In the previous video, we saw how Control Status CSS classes are dynamically included by the ng model directive. Based on these classes, we can apply styling on input text element for validation errors, which will be demonstrated in this video. Before going through this video, I highly recommend to watch the previous video which demonstrates how Control Status CSS classes work. I am opening app.component.css. Let me include the selector for the class ng-invalid by prefixing it with a period. For this class, I am including outline property with value as 0.1 rem solid red. The outline is applied to whatever element that contains the ng-invalid class defined. We already know that ng-invalid class is included by ng model when the field is invalid, so our expectation is that this outline will be applied when the field is invalid. I am saving the file. After the page reload, we can see outline applied around the element and on the input text element. Let us examine the HTML content of the page to see why it is applied around the input text element. I am maximizing the browser window. I am opening developer tools. In the elements tab, let me expand app-root and look into the class attribute of form tag. We can see that the ng model directive includes ng-invalid in the form tag as well. Hence, styling has got applied to the form tag, which is why we see the red outline around the form element. Let us see how we can fix this in app.component.css. Let me close the developer tools and then normalize the browser window. Then in app.component.css, I'm going to prefix input before the ng-invalid class definition. This makes the style to be applied only to the input text element that has the class ng-invalid. I am saving the file. Once the page reloads, we can see that form level outline is not visible and it is applied only to the input text element. The red outline is now directly shown even if there is no validation error message, but it is good to show it when the validation error message is displayed. In the selector, after ng-invalid, I am including .ng-touched. After this inclusion, the style will be applied only to the input text element that has both ng-invalid and ng-touched classes included. I am saving the file. After the page reload, we don't see the red outline. If I click within the text element and click outside the text element, we can see the red outline as well as the error message. Let us now consider another scenario. I am refreshing the page. I am typing a character within the text element. Now the validation error message is shown, but the red line is not applied. Once the element is modified, it contains ng-invalid and ng-dirty, but we have not included styles for this combination. To address this issue, I am copying the existing style selector, then including a comma after the selector, then pasting whatever I have copied, and then changing ng-touched to ng-dirty. In CSS, comma represents definition of multiple selectors. For both of the selectors, the same style definitions will be applied. The first selector means that if it is an input element having both ng-invalid and ng-touched, then the style is applied. Another scenario is when an input element has both ng-invalid and ng-dirty. For that element as well, this style will be applied. Let me save the file and check if it works. After the page reload, I am typing a character When it shows minimum length validation message, the outline as well is turned to red. I am typing a number and we can see that the outline works for alphabet validation as well. Now let me clear the content. For mandatory field as well, the red outline is shown. Let me type a proper name to see if the red outline is not displayed. We can see the red outline is not displayed when I have a proper name entered in the input text element. Make note that this validation related style definition gets applied to all the input form elements that we may add in the future. Hope this video helps you understand how to implement validation error styling on your form element using Control Status CSS classes. To incorporate the changes in your desktop, include these lines in the app.component.css and check if it works for all validation related scenarios.